Have you ever wondered how much water does it take to make a pair of jeans? How do companies grow more cotton to make more clothes within a short period? Who makes your clothes and how much do they get paid?
Hi, I'm Irene Luthermas. I teach upper primary at Christian Montessori School in Kupang, Indonesia. In our science class, my 5th graders and I were learning about how human activities affects the sustainability of living and non-living elements in the environment. We focus our learning on an issue close to the kids, the fast fashion trend.
I want them to understand how their daily fashion choices connect to the trend and its underlying stories of natural and human resources exploitation, thus be empowered to take tangible actions to redeem these harmful effects. I began by asking the earlier questions and had the students brainwriting anything that they know about the fast fashion industry. To gain a fuller understanding of how people and places in the industry are interdependent on a global scale, I took my kids on a virtual adventure using one of the Nat Geo resources, the Global Closet Calculator. We mapped out a pile of clothes from our closets based on where they were manufactured to see how our clothes connect us to the rest of the world. We also discovered some of the ways that a simple fashion item like jeans can affect a lot of people and places in a lot of different ways. The adventures with Global Closet Calculator help us to understand how our daily decision of what clothes to buy and where connects to the production, distribution, trend, and impacts of the fast fashion industry on a global scale. These activities help my students to develop the skill of observation. They were able to make meaning and connection of information presented visually through the app. We furthered our digging to understand this global issue from ecological and economic perspectives. Through group research, students discover how fast fashion retailers produce chemical waste which polluted soil and water. They also learned that fashion production takes up a lot of water, causing the lacking and even unavailability of clean water needed to sustain our daily living. A lot of one-time use clothing are also ended up in landfills. We also learned how these companies exploited the vulnerable and underprivileged to earn more profit. They employed the poor, dropout kids and youths, and even refugees, having them work more than the maximum working hours while paying them lower than the minimum wages. These forced labor practices were very unfair for the workers. The findings deepen our knowledge of wildlife and wild places. They also help us to make connections between the human and natural worlds. We understand that fast fashion trends happen because of the increasing demand for newer yet cheaper fashion products. The stronger the tendency, the more harm it causes to the environment and the more unfair the payment workers got. We also learned that we possibly redeem the effects through some actions of change. The whole learning has instilled the attitude of responsibility in us. At the end of the lesson, we came up with tangible acts to counteract harm to the environment caused by the fast fashion industry. Here are some of the actions the students came up with. This simple activity has become an eye-opening experience for our class.
Aku kayak coba mix and match gitu, nggak usah beli lagi deh gitu, cobain aja itu bajumu yang banyak itu gitu.
Sempat kepikiran nanti sebelum dibuang di lingkungan mereka buat pengelolaan limbah nggak ya? Nah, saya mungkin tertarik juga untuk hal itu untuk kedepannya.
Selama ini yang aku tahu cuman beli aja, aku nggak pikirin memang, tapi ternyata memang ada banyak dampak gitu, mau recreate aja gitu.
Aku bagian yang paling aku dapet tuh yang bagian yang itu siapa yang ngerjakan baju kita gitu.
Nah, kita tuh langsung kayak terinspirasi buat kayak apa kita bikin aja di sekolah gitu kayak. Jadi kita tuh kayak maksudnya raise awareness tentang ini.
We continue to discuss the topic outside of class, share related news, and exchange stories of implementing the actions.
The whole experience has strengthened my teaching mission. feel more empowered to create contextual and transformative learning environment for my class by considering various scale, perspective, learning framework, and connections of human natural worlds in my back burner whenever I do the planning. I have also gained a lot of inspiration from other people's submissions as well. I cannot wait to share them with my colleagues at school.